Okay, it's Friday, December 22nd. It's 4 quarters. We're going to need a little bonus episode, a little Christmas special here before we head on to break. Not the best game last night, boys.
Happens. Bounce back.
Happens to the best of them.
Can only learn.
Well, this is technically Friday. It's technically Friday. I think we had a pretty good game Thursday, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, came out with a good win. Had a hard loss Tuesday, but we bounced back Thursday. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, so congrats on that. Yeah, I was talking about that game that was a few days ago, not.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but everything's going great.
We'll bounce back, we'll come back, work harder.
All right, well, in our little leave of absence that's coming up in the next week, since we won't have school, we're going to talk about some major bowl games that are coming up, and we're going to make some picks.
All right.
So first up, I'm going to talk about the Peach Bowl.
Yeah.
Auburn UCF, an undefeated UCF team, is getting the SEC champion. SEC runner-up, Auburn.
Yeah.
No shot for UCF.
For UCF?
No shot.
I wanted to say that too, but...
This is like Notre Dame, Alabama several years ago when everybody said Notre Dame is the underdog. They're going to come out on top. They ended up getting their doors blown off by Alabama. I think it's the same situation. Auburn is just too big, too strong, too fast for UCF.
It's just a whole different animal. Unless you're talking about
Way
SEC football
more
versus
experience.
what?
I mean, it's no mistake that UCF is undefeated, but they're no match for an SEC team.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to your point, like Alabama's an SEC or Auburn, check that is an SEC powerhouse program, and you're talking about the American Conference champions, so.
That's why Auburn just has the experience.
I mean, either way this goes, I mean, if UCF manages to pull this out, then it really legitimizes their program, and it puts them in consideration for, hey, why isn't UCF in the playoffs? They were undefeated.
Well, yeah, if there's an 18 playoff, they would definitely be in because they're undefeated. But speaking as of right now, they don't have the schedule or the strength to match up with a team like Auburn, Alabama, Oklahoma, just because of their schedule alone.
For real.
So, I mean, I'm going to pick Auburn in this one. It's going to be a rout.
I'm just going to go with the underdog here, UCF.
Okay.
Just so we mix things up. Let's make it
Do we have a
interesting.
spread? Is there a spread on this game? Do you have it?
No, I don't have the spreads on me. I'm not a spreads guy.
No,
I
it's
just,
not.
I'm
Bring it up.
a
Vegas
gut feeling
Insider,
guy.
bring it up.
All right, what's the next game?
Well, who's your pick?
Oh, I'm taking Auburn by 17 points.
We're gonna see.
Auburn by 17, no doubt.
All right, well, I got UCF. You guys both have Auburn.
I mean,
It's
it's
gonna
just,
See how it plays out.
yeah, I mean, it goes back to my take about the 18 playoff, where it should just be the 5 major conference champions and the 3 like wild card teams, where you're just like, well, what the hell? You might as well throw them in there, you know? And UCF would be that 8th team for me.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, keeping it rolling here. We got the Orange Bowl, Miami and Wisconsin. Now, note that this game is going to be played in Miami, so it's almost like a home game for Miami.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Miami on this one. 100%. Miami just that defense, dude. Everything about Miami. That's just a powerhouse right there. Those dudes are scary out there on the field.
I mean, it's just 2 different brands of football. Wisconsin wants to ground and pound. Miami wants to fly around, make plays, and
I feel like Miami's really hit or miss.
Yeah, they are, but like, you know what I mean? It's a bowl game.
You know, I thought they gave Clemson a better game, and this
It happens.
blown out.
It happens.
Yeah, I mean,
It does happen.
It happened to us Tuesday.
It happens. I'm not
us
going to say it
Tuesday.
doesn't happen.
Miami was my pick to win the
Football
ACC.
is just a lot different. It's a lot different.
I know.
Miami was my pick to win the ACC when Clemson lost to Syracuse, but then they played Syracuse the next Saturday, and Syracuse had them on the ropes. So, like you said, it's a real hit or miss team, whereas Wisconsin's pretty much stayed the course until they went out and played Ohio State in the Big Ten.
Wisconsin's pretty consistent. I think their running game doesn't really fail. Jonathan Taylor's a beast.
Mhm.
It's hard to stop him. So I think
Definitely solid
I
team.
think Wisconsin is I would say like a 3-point favorite over Miami. It's going to be a real close one though.
Yeah, I mean, while Miami might not be as consistent as Wisconsin, they definitely have the athletes to neutralize that. So,
Absolutely.
I'm going Miami. I'm going the home dogs.
I'm going with Miami as well.
Going Wisconsin. This could be a potential overtime game. I'm taking Wisconsin. Taking the Badgers.
Absolutely, and I mean, to your point, despite my pick, I think Wisconsin's a better team geared for an overtime game or a game that's going to go the distance. I'm still taking Miami. The athletes will prevail.
Yes, sir.
All right, Cotton Bowl, Ohio State at USC. Ohio State, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish mentality. They feel as though they've been robbed as far as getting in the college football playoff goes. And now they're going to get a chance to play on a USC team that, I mean, again, is a real hit or miss squad.
Yeah.
From a little East Coast versus West Coast.
I'm saying Ohio State by 100.
Yeah, I got Ohio State by 2 touchdowns because I just think they're coming for blood, especially because they think they've been robbed. Also, you can make a case for USC being robbed. I mean, they're Pac-12 champions.
Good team.
Yeah, but I mean, it goes
play,
back
they
to...
play a decent schedule. They think they had a chance they would be in the 18 playoff for sure. So I think it's gonna be closer than people think, but I still think Ohio State's gonna ride this one out maybe by 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
Yeah,
both of these
they're
teams are
double
very
digits.
athletic. They're tough, but it comes down to the Big Ten versus the Pac-12, and the Big Ten's the superior conference.
Sure.
I mean, it's not just Ohio State they got robbed. The Big Ten got robbed that they don't have someone playing in this
You
college.
think
Big Ten, baby.
you think Sam Darnold's playing for that #1 draft pick?
That is true.
Or do you think because the Browns are going to be the short #1 pick, do you think he's going to stay because the Browns have the #1 pick?
Jeez, I mean, if I was in his position, I would definitely be thinking about staying. I'm not
Think
sure
about it. Think about it. You could get a
Definitely.
USC education, play another year of college football, and not play for the Browns if he stays another year.
All right.
Potentially not play for the Browns if he stays another year. So I mean, there's a lot of reasons to stay in college if you're Sam Darnold, but it'd be pretty cool to go to the NFL right now. So
All right, so we're locking up. We're all locking up Ohio State here.
Ohio
I'd
State.
say Ohio State.
All right, real quick on the college football playoff. Clemson versus Alabama rematch. I got a lock here for you boys. Alabama's going to win this game, and I can describe their
100%.
style of play in 3 words
100%.
on offense. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. When you got Jalen Hurts, Bo Scarborough, Najee Harris all coming downhill at you with that O-line, I don't care who you are, you're going to be in a jam. Especially they've had 3 weeks, 4 weeks to recover. They didn't play a championship week, so they're going to be fresh legs, and
Nick Saban's not going to
that
be
pays
losing
huge
this one.
dividends in that offense.
Nick Saban's not letting them lose this one.
Yeah, Nick Saban's going to coach some winning football in that game.
Yeah, I think I got Clemson beating Alabama. I think
Right.
David Sweeney is up there now with Nick Saban.
Okay.
And yeah, I think Clemson's gonna take it to them.
Well, all right, I'm locking in Alabama. Who you got?
Alabama. it is.
Clemson.
All right, Oklahoma and Georgia. Who you got?
I'm going to have to go with the Bulldogs on this one.
You?
Oklahoma. Don't sleep on Baker.
Oklahoma. I don't want to get
Oh,
into this. Oklahoma can't play any defense, but they're going to score enough to beat the deficit. I got Oklahoma.
I'm going Bulldogs. Shout out Kirsch. You know we're doing this one, baby. Let's go.
All right.
Bulldog down, baby.
This is something that's completely serious that nobody's talking about for some reason. Did you guys see that UFO leaks video on YouTube?
Yes, I did. With
I was
the
scared.
pilots.
Yeah, the pilots with the UFO. All right, so this is so obviously aliens. The thing they said was flying. It had no propellers or anything. It had no sign of lift. It was just floating across.
They
the
said
water.
it was flying against the wind.
Yeah, it was flying
Yeah.
against the wind at like 100, like some absolutely ridiculous speed.
Ridiculous
Like,
speed, yeah.
I mean, like ever since the Earth existed, like gravity was top dog. Except these aliens or whoever they are just said, hey, just stuck it right to gravity and are just doing whatever they want right now. Nobody's talking about this.
Dude, it's hard to believe these things, man. Like,
But this is the
They're
this is
here.
what this
They're
is.
here. Aliens are here.
aliens are here. We're
This
not
is
by
like
ourselves.
pilots from the Navy,
you see
man.
that
This
one
isn't just
video?
like some weirdo
Yeah,
on YouTube.
no.
Like this is basically the government just saying like, ladies and gentlemen, aliens are real.
Yeah. Did
Deal
you,
with
see,
it.
did you see the one video of the one retired general saying that we are definitely not living here by ourselves? You had to see that video.
Yeah, but like for me, like aliens are officially here, and we're sitting here
Dude, that
making
was
bowl
scary.
game picks
That video,
and just doing nothing.
literally, but
Like,
that video is
Why
from,
aren't people freaking out
that
right
video
now?
is from 2004 though.
Yeah, but why aren't people
Yeah.
freaking out?
Yeah.
Why aren't people
It just
freaking
got
out?
leaked.
Because
I don't know.
Like,
no one.
What are we like?
We have a
Why
beast
are we
military.
trying to like figure out like? Is this something? If you're
There's
If
not
you're
much
the government
we
right
can do
now, are
against
we
aliens.
acting first here, or are we
No.
just letting them do whatever they please?
Let
Like,
them
what-
come to us.
We're letting,
Yeah.
we're
Play
letting
Letting
some,
them
play
come to
some,
us.
play some defense. We'll defer till the second
Yeah,
half
right.
on this one.
What do we say the show goes on for right now?
It's just
Show goes on with or without aliens.
I'm just completely bad. Like people will be like, "Yo, man, you see the West Denver basketball game last night?" Or "Yo, man, did you hear what Trump said?" And I'm like, "How are you talking about this right now? There's aliens." I'm like, dude, I don't. As a huge sports guy, I don't care about anything right now because there's freaking aliens, man.
I know, it's scary.
And
I even said that in the group.
Just everybody's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, are you kidding me? These are freaking aliens, man.
Yeah, no, watching that video was definitely not on.
It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But what's even more nerve-wracking is just people just like shrugging this off.
Mhm. Ridiculous.
Kobe had his jersey retired 2 nights ago.
Two jerseys.
Number 8,
That's
number
incredible.
24.
2 jerseys.
And then more
The
importantly,
same
the
team.
Lakers
What
went
a
out
legend.
and kept the Warriors to a close game, which I mean, when they have LeBron James next year, that'll have that. That's a
Exactly.
sign.
PG to help him as well.
PG 13.
Larry Nance just destroyed KD. KD got dunked on 3 times.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Larry Nance
nobody's
just punished
talking
the
about
rim. He's finally coming along. He's finally starting to look
Larry
like
Nance is a
Larry Nance
beast.
Sr.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, Kobe.
Just talk about a legend, dude.
Just talk about, yeah, just all
Absolute
around.
legend.
it. Guy's a cleaner.
Yeah, that guy is a cleaner. That guy's a cleaner.
That guy took people
That
to
guy's
church
a cleaner, dude.
on a
That
nightly
dude-
basis out there.
He knows how to win, man.
Yeah.
Come
He's a
on.
winner. He's, say what you want, but you can't deny he's in the debate for the GOAT.
True winner. Up there for the greatest of all time. No question.
And, I mean,
Definitely.
there you have it, man. He's just getting what he deserved, having 8 and 24 up in Staples, and that's absolutely necessary.
Dude, like,
You
I
can't
don't
be
know,
getting
like,
it.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like how Vince Carter and like Kyle Korver still plays, like it's just awesome that we get to still watch them.
Yeah, like we
You
grew
know what
up
I
with
mean?
Kobe.
Like literally.
We grew
Literally.
up
And yeah, I
watching
think the
It
reason
is
I feel
prime.
so strongly for Kobe is not only am I a Lakers fan, but just like
It's just awesome.
growing up and just being
It's
the
awesome.
perennial just superstar of our era. Like before, like pre-LeBron James.
Yeah.
Even when LeBron James was there wasn't much of a question who the top dog in the NBA was because, I mean, at the end of the day, Kobe was always playing in June for a title
Exactly.
and LeBron was sitting on his couch complaining on Twitter.
Did you hear Shaq call him the greatest Laker of all time?
No, I did not.
Shaq called him the greatest
I mean,
Laker of all time on TNT. What do you
Rings
think?
wise,
Definitely.
he is the
The
greatest
numbers are
Laker
there.
of all
The
time,
numbers
yeah.
are there as
Definitely.
being the greatest Laker of all time.
And I mean,
if
I'm
you
a
want to
huge
put
Jerry
him above
West guy. I'm a
Kareem,
huge Jerry West guy.
Will, obviously, for his stop there, but I mean, just like when you
Even
look at just
Shaq
Kobe's
himself.
just mannerisms, like, I remember someone's take was like when the Lakers were in the finals and LeBron lost out with the Cavs for like the 5th straight time or whatever. People are, and LeBron's like
LeBron
tweeting
had
stuff
it
or
rough,
whatever.
I
Like
think.
while
Yeah,
LeBron's on
yeah.
Twitter or like talking to the media, Kobe was just at his house shooting free throws. The guy's just a freaking grinder.
Good for
And
him, man.
true cleaner.
I'm happy for him. So let me ask you this: if you could have the number 8 Kobe Bryant or the number 24 Kobe Bryant, who are you taking?
24.
24. I'm not a fan.
Because I mean,
of
8
number
was the high flyer, young
Yeah.
little gunslinger guy came in.
24 did it
24's
all.
got the hardware.
He did it all.
Yeah.
Literally.
If you look at the numbers though, between 8 and 24, they are identical to each other. Like they're
How many
they're
years
almost,
did he
they're
have it
almost the
for?
same numbers. It's like
Wait,
they had
were
the same.
they 8 and 24? Is that like how many years? Was
It's
he-
like split right
It's
down
like split
the
right
middle.
down the
It's
middle.
like 10 and 10.
But I mean, that last 10 years or whatever it is, yeah, last 10 years with Kobe, I mean, that was when like the Celtics big three. How's
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant going to do it this time
Meeting
with
each
like
other.
Pau Gasol and
Dude,
Lamar
those were the
Odom
best.
as his like wingman?
Those were the best.
Versus,
NBA
but versus like
championships.
Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray
Oh
Allen,
my God, dude.
Rondo,
Growing
young
up and watching
Rondo.
those, we had an old Derek Fisher. Like, dude,
Yeah.
those were
Grow-
the best matchups.
Yeah, like growing up as like a kid and watching those games, those were the ultimate
my
matchups
God,
before
dude, awesome.
before the Miami Heat, before any of this crap. That was just a classic matchup. Guys just slugging
Every
it
dude,
out.
that was awesome.
Night in and night out. That was just awesome to
It
watch.
was
I
literally
wish I
like
could
the
relive
old.
that.
It was literally like the old Lakers and Celtics matchup. That's why like it
Yeah.
was so sick. Dude.
I mean, it just puts me in my bag seeing this happen because it just makes me remember those incredible times when
Mhm.
Kobe was taking it to the Celtics.
I was watching NBA TV last night, and they had a guest on there, like some random guy, and he was saying like he was mad that Kobe wasn't crying and stuff.
Well, that's because
That's
Kobe's a
just Kobe's
cold-blooded
act.
man.
That's what I'm saying. He's a world class act.
Watch
Come
Kobe.
on.
The year they got Steve
That's a
Nash and
rock.
Dwight Howard.
Right.
It's a true
And they
rock.
picked those guys up. I remember watching Kobe tear his Achilles and then getting up on his torn Achilles, shooting 2 free throws, and then walking himself off.
Mhm.
That's just how the guy is. He's just relentless, man.
Coach Folsom would say, Kobe is a rock.
He doesn't have any
He's a
tears,
rock.
man, because they're dried up. It's cold-blooded. All right, Diddy's trying to buy the Carolina Panthers.
That's awesome.
I can't believe it's come to
Did
this.
you watch you saw the video, right, of when he announced he was going to buy it?
Yeah.
No.
He said first order of business, he's signing Colin Kaepernick. Second
As you
order of
should.
business, he's going to have the best halftime show you've ever seen.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
No, I mean, so I'm definitely intrigued.
intrigued.
I'm
Steph
intrigued.
Curry's interested in joining his team.
I think it's
Buying it.
awesome for the league.
Kaepernick's interested in joining his team.
Sure,
Even though I don't know
Kaepernick
how
is looking for
Kaepernick
a
would-
job.
I don't know how Kaepernick would have the money.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Kaepernick's just looking for a job.
Dude, Kaepernick definitely has the money.
I guess Cam Newton's not cutting it for the Panthers anymore. The
Kaepernick would do
North
better.
Carolina Panthers, as Diddy calls them, the North Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Cam Newton could still be the starting quarterback, man, if Kaepernick was on the roster. Did you see that video on?
Did he just
Yeah.
say he wants some competition? That's what he said in the video.
Yeah, but well, there wouldn't be much competition there. At least I would hope.
Okay, yeah,
at least I would hope not. But did you see
Oh,
that
yeah,
video on
Kaepernick's a
NFL of
beast.
Cam Newton mic'd up and he goes, "Oh, I seen you've been watching film. Now check this out." And then he throws a touchdown pass just
Yeah.
right in the Bulls' face.
Incredible.
Like Cam Newton is incredible.
He's a G.
I mean,
He's a G. I
I
love
don't
him.
know. I don't think he.
I think it
went
would
under
be
pressure.
completely hilarious if Diddy was an NFL owner. But remember, the
It'd be
NFL
awesome,
owners
dude.
got to approve him buying the Panthers before he can. You remember when Donald Trump tried to buy the Bills and they were like, you don't
I
remember
don't
this?
remember that.
I don't remember.
I do not remember that.
Way
actually.
before
What
the whole
happened?
president thing was a question. This was almost like over 5 years ago. They tried to buy the Bills and the owners were like, hell no, we're not dealing with you.
That's
And I guess
great.
they were onto something.
I think they're gonna let Diddy buy it though. There's no reason why he wouldn't. That
Mhm.
dude's a business mogul.
I agree. I think he's capable of handling his own
100%.
NFL team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot better than.
Some
I mean,
random guy we don't
yeah,
even
I
know.
think a lot more entertaining.
Yeah,
Follow
I mean,
the Panthers.
I'm tired of, like,
Sunday when they're playing.
Peyton Manning's trying to get a group together to buy an NFL team. Like, I'm just tired of players running sports franchises,
Yeah.
though. Like, when you saw Jeter last week trade, or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, trade Giancarlo Stanton to the Yankees for virtually nothing for.
Did you know he Derek Jeter set Marlins man off with he didn't renew it. So the Marlins didn't renew his season tickets. So the Marlins man is
Yeah,
not
real quick,
happening.
like, Derek Jeter, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, I mean,
And I mean, like, he traded Giancarlo Stanton to the Yankees for a warm soda and a ham sandwich. Like,
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And it's just-
I can't believe that one.
Yeah, look, I don't know what Derek Jeter's doing, but I think Diddy can handle the Panthers. Going back to the Panthers, he can. It would make it a lot more interesting to
awesome.
follow the
does
Panthers.
Michael Jordan still own the Bobcats or the Hornets or whatever they're called now?
Yeah.
The,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
he's
yeah,
been,
he
he
classic
does.
first round
Yeah, they
Eastern
have-
Conference exit team.
They have Jordan jerseys and all. Like it's so sick.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I love
It
that.
is pretty sweet.
I love
They
Yeah,
that.
so,
got
I mean, now you're gonna have
Monk,
two-
He's on the come up.
Yeah.
Two
he's
celebrity
nuts.
owners
He's
there.
nuts.
Charlotte.
What's awesome about Diddy, dude, is just like that connects everything. Like the music industry now.
Yeah, I mean, he's a connector,
Like, it's
as
just-
Mr. Costa would say. He's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
bring,
what I'm saying.
we're
That's
gonna have- yeah,
exactly
I mean,
what I
it's
want to
just
bring
gonna-
it to, dude. This
culture's
is
gonna
literally pop
flourish in
culture
Carolina,
right here.
man.
Literally.
That's pretty cool. All right, and we're gonna wrap up here with a nice little debate on the best holiday movie. So, Karadonis, what's your favorite holiday movie? Favorite Christmas movie?
Phew. Dude, there's a couple of them. I'm gonna have to go with.
Way to come prepared. What do you got?
I don't know.
Home Alone 2.
Okay, I was gonna say
Okay.
Home Alone 2 is maybe in my top 5.
That's
It's
up
definitely
there.
the better of the. It's definitely the best of the Home Alone series.
I just like
Yeah.
watching that one every year. Although Home Alone 2 is up there, is in my top 3. I think Elf is the best, in my opinion.
Oh God, man.
I'm not an elf guy,
Big
dude.
Will.
I'm definitely
I'm a
not
big
an elf
Will
guy.
Ferrell.
I'm not an
Elf-
elf guy.
I love Will Ferrell, but Elf is probably
Yeah.
the worst Will Ferrell movie
It's
I've
Huge
seen.
easy.
Will Ferrell guy.
Easily.
I think it's just classic.
So am I. I think Step Brothers is legit the funniest movie of all time.
But
But I mean,
no, I'm not
Will
an elf
Ferrell,
guy.
that movie is just so not funny at all.
I
And
know.
I think it's pretty.
I think it sucks.
It's terrible.
And maybe it has to do with like
It's terrible.
they always put it on in school because it's rated PG, and people are like, "Ooh, Will Ferrell, it's probably fun." But
No,
it's just
doesn't
so,
work like that.
in my opinion, it's just so mediocre, man.
How can you say that movie is not funny?
I'll tell
I
you a
think that
movie that's better.
It's like this.
When the Grinch Stole Christmas. When the Grinch Stole Christmas, that movie.
Yeah, the animation one or the one with
the
the real
animation
guy.
one.
Yeah, that's solid.
Nah, you guys are crazy.
Classic.
Elf
Classic.
is
Tommy, Elf is
Home Alone 2.
the most mediocre Christmas movie I've ever watched.
A
Like,
Christmas
it's-
Story, dude. A Christmas Story is the
I
best
was gonna
one.
get to that.
That's the best
It's
one.
the New York Knicks of Christmas movie of holiday.
Yes. It
It's just so-
actually
it's
is.
just so,
Literally
like,
the
it sucks.
New York Knicks.
Nah, you guys are crazy.
Crazy.
I know Kirsch and Uff are shaking their head right now about Elf, but that's my take. I'm sticking by it.
Yeah, no, I'm right here with you.
And I mean, my pick is A Christmas Story. It's
Come on,
one of the
get
greatest.
Nick over here. Nick.
One of the
Nick,
greatest.
what do you think the best Christmas movie is? What do you think it is? Elf?
Elf. Come
Yeah,
on.
he's a big Elf
Yeah.
fan. See, there we go. He knows what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Christmas
That's a
Vacation
good
is
one.
pretty funny.
He
That's
said
a good
Elf.
one.
I think it's a real relatable movie. You can with all the relatives and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Just coming and pissing everyone off. I think we can all
That's a
relate to
good
that.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's get back to
But A Christmas Story, you know they play that 24 hours on TBS Christmas Eve. That's a part of my Christmas tradition, and I think it's just the best movie because it's such a classic.
Such
Again,
a
it's just
classic.
so many relatable things, and it's just so classic, man. The
It
baby
really
gun.
is, dude. Just like
Yeah,
watching
when he
that,
drops-
the experience is so classic.
When the kid drops
dude.
the F bomb in the car,
Right,
and
he's like, come
dad
on.
beats the crap out of him, and his guy gets soap in his mouth. Like these are all just
Yeah,
like
like,
classics.
it's just-
man.
How do they make those, dude?
It's just
Incredible.
that's my pick. I'm locking it in. And honorable mention for me is also Die Hard. People forget that the first Die Hard movie takes place on Christmas Eve.
That's
Really?
a sleeper.
So I mean, you
no.
fly under the radar.
You got the Christmas radio stations in on your car?
Always.
Yeah, I mean for
Young
me,
Flames.
Christmas music
Always.
is fair game from like Black Friday to the day after Christmas. I'm saying that's when it's fair game.
I think
I
it's
hate-
the start of December.
But yeah, no, okay, that's fair. But I'm just saying, like, you know how people, like, every year it just inches up more. Like, it'll start after Thanksgiving. Then, like, 5 years later, it started, like, the week of Thanksgiving. And then it just started in November. And I'm just like, come on, man. 'Cause as soon as you hear that Christmas music on the radio, it just registers in your mind that, like, okay, I'm not doing anything at all in school or my job.
Yeah.
Or I'm just not feeling it at all because it's Christmas and I'm just going to wait it. I'm just going to ride it out.
Yeah, like this
So
whole week.
like
this whole
it's
week's-
problematic when they try to move Christmas music up because people just like hear that and they're like, well, all right, we're not trying to work right now.
Yeah, this whole week's already been a joke as it is, dude. Doing nothing.
Nah,
One game,
you gotta
lost
stay,
one game.
you gotta stay locked in until
Yeah.
until the end. That's the way I look at it. No days off for us.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
since it's Friday, it's been a long week,
It has been.
but yeah, it's finally here.
The holidays.
I can't believe
That's-
it.
the
Hey,
holidays-
Saint
the holidays.
Saint
The
Nick's
holidays,
coming.
not-
The
no,
holidays
the
are here,
holidays.
not
Yeah,
Christmas, not just
the
Christmas,
holidays.
the holidays.
For our non
Thank you for bringing that up.
Saint Nick's coming.
Yes, sir.
He's already here.
Nick Foles, Saint Nick Foles, he's coming.
Well, all right, that was episode 4. Churning it out on the fly.
Merry
It's been a
Christmas,
great time.
everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Stay classy.
4 quarters, logging out.